Hello everybody and welcome back to ZENLESS Zone Zero. I was thinking about going to do some rounds and stuff, but I thought that maybe that somehow won't be enough for 30 minutes because, well, some of the characters that do show up after changing the time of day, they kind of just show up and they're not really there for any much talking. They're just, yeah, see, they're just kind of there. And I don't know. I just think it would probably be better to just continue the story at this point. So let's do that.
Well, look how many visitors we've got. It's packed. Mr. Arnold did thorough research on the resort's target audience, and although the advertising budget was tight, every penny was well spent. That's why so many people came early just for tonight's music festival. With this many people around, I'm feeling even more fired up. Come on, let's push through and finish checking out the rest of our to-do list.
How's the prep going?
Let me think. We've already booked the performers for the festival, and most of them have agreed at the resort. They're either getting ready backstage or relaxing somewhere.
The stage is all fixed up and ready, and all staff are in position. First up is the sound check. Then Monato will lead the guests to the waiting area. Feels like we're almost there. Once the music festival's over, let's throw ourselves a little celebration.
Yusaha, anything could still happen before the festival comes to a close. This isn't the time to let our guard down.
Yeah, and your little bunny ears and tail haven't stopped twitching ever since this morning.
Stop staring at me all the time. Alright, now, could I ask you a favor? Actually, I'd like to hear what tourists around here are thinking about the resort. When you're organizing an event, it's easy to overlook things from the audience's perspective. That's why I want to understand what the visitors here truly care about, so we can still make a few adjustments before the festival officially begins.
Leave it to me. We made it here, but can we really pull this off? What's wrong? Nothing much. I just heard this resort is planning to host a music festival, so I came to check it out. Seems like my favorite band might be performing here too, but before that, I heard some rumors about this place on the internet. People were saying this resort used to be haunted, and maybe still is. Some even said we shouldn't come at all, or something bad might happen.
Those are just rumors.
Really? I wish that were true. I don't want to be looking over my shoulder for ghosts while trying to enjoy a music festival. Plus, security looks pretty lax around here. I'm seriously worried about my safety if something goes down. Whatever, I'm already here. No point overthinking it. Okay, I swear to God, why do I feel like they got the fucking Navi? Hey, listen! I swear they sampled the hey and have it in the song. I swear they do.
I see. That was very helpful of you, Belle. Their points are worth thinking about.
No big names, and the security doesn't seem all that reliable. We gotta fix those. But there's one more thing that's been bugging me. Did that staff member just say they tripped over nothing? Like, literally nothing?
I'm worried about this too. Yusaha, do you think...
Oh, there we go. Oh, all over the stage. Those assholes.
Whoa! That's a ton of ghost images! What the heck is going on?
Great.
Uh-oh. The tourists are totally freaking out!
Help! It's alright, don't be afraid. These are just holograms. She seems to have lost the strength and reason to respond. In any case, let's use the camera to locate the hidden hologram. There's a target spot right there.
Huh? That nasty thing vanished.
It's alright, you're completely safe. Those images are harmless.
Really? I was just here to chill and then suddenly there were all those scary things. I seriously thought that was it for me.
Please, head to a nearby safe zone and stay put.
Okay. Honestly, I just want to go home now. That last scare nearly gave me a heart attack.
The terrified tourist leaves the scene. Most of the other visitors are reacting the same way, and the situation isn't looking good. Yusaha, Alice, and Monato, and the others seem to have gathered nearby. Let's go find them and discuss our next moves.
What? How is this possible? Why are there so many haunting images?
Didn't we hand over all the projectors to public security last night? What kind of dirty trick is Three Gates Corp pulling now?
We'll figure that out later. Right now, there are too many of these projections. Most of the visitors are completely spooked. We need to collect the projectors now and get the visitors to safety ASAP.
The performers and staff have all run off in a panic. We must hurry. Let's split up.
Where are you all rushing off to?
A familiar, chilling voice comes.
It's you again. And behind you.
New Eridu Broadcasting, Throne Quarter TV, Redo Media. Basically, I invited all the major mainstream media outlets in New Eridu.
So the whole city can watch this haunted circus you deliberately set up?
Careful what you say. We're live across the city right now. I just heard Fantasy Resort was on the rise, so I decided to spend a little of my own money to bring in some big media coverage. Just trying to help you out with a little PR, that's all. Oh, but what a shame! Looks like we picked the worst possible time and ended up broadcasting your resort's biggest mess for everyone to see.
I can't believe you have the nerve to say that. Everyone watching, please listen to me. Everything you're seeing right now was created by hologram projectors. Our resort is not haunted. And the one who orchestrated all of this, turning it into a haunting, is none other than this department manager from Three Gates Corp.
Oh my. If you want to accuse Three Gates Corp, shouldn't you at least have solid evidence? You can't throw shade at us just because the projectors happen to be coated in our new material, can you? Speaking of evidence, I've actually got a video that proves my company has nothing to do with your resort. In fact, it was your own people who installed the projectors in place to fake the haunting.
What video? Just as a sense of dread hits you, Rose has already pulled out his phone and starts playing the video in front of the cameras. The footage was shot late at night, clearly inside the resort. It looks like fixed position surveillance footage. On the empty street, there's MP carrying holographic projectors. Its tiny body hauls several projectors, installing them at various What? Aw, MP! Instead of handing over the projectors to public security last night, MP reinstalled them.
That's your resort's Bang Boo, right? Forgive me for not disclosing the source of this video, but it clearly shows that this Bang Boo did everything on its own. We had nothing to do with it. I believe the people can see it for themselves. You fabricated this whole haunting nonsense, traumatizing customers who trusted and visited you. And then you had the nerve to turn this around on me. That's what really happened.
MP, how could this be? You've been with us since Father was still alive. You would never do something like this. Right, MP? Huh? Where's MP?
Come to think of it, I haven't seen MP around at all since this morning.
I bet it's already left town. Bang Boo's actions. Master takes the fall. As the resort's managers, shouldn't you give the audience and your guests an explanation?
Damn it! Where did MP run off to at a time like this? What should we do?
You exchange glances with Yuzuha and Alice. Even in a dire situation like this, there's no hesitation in their eyes. Only determination.
Wise? Monato? Can I leave this to you guys?
You want us to keep the media busy? I'm not a pro at this, but I'll try my best.
Are you planning to retrieve the projectors and find MP?
MP disappearing right now is just suspicious. We've got to find it and get to the bottom of this to clear the resort's name.
Go! We've got things covered here.
Okay, we'll be back soon. Hangs around? No, maybe it's not that simple. Let's ask around first.
Hi there, have you seen a penguin boo around? Looks kind of silly and it's always off fishing or taking pictures. Sound familiar?
This place is haunted. You're still in the mood to look for a Bang Boo? You kidding me? And speaking of Penguin Boo, isn't it the one over there near the dock? That penguin boo doesn't seem to know anything.
That definitely wasn't the real MP. But if MP's gone missing, why is there a penguin boo here? Excuse me, have you seen a penguin boo around the resort?
Everything's a total mess here, and you're asking about that? A penguin boo? Is that standing over there?
There really is a penguin boo by the dock. Wait, that's not MP. What's going on?
Oh, those people are really stuck in their normal things. What's the designer gonna say? Yeah, they have literally nothing to do with what we're talking about. These are normal people for rounds. Like, these are actually normal people for rounds.
Oh, to see? See?
You're not MP. Who do you think you are?
I'm not actually MP. Wait, I'm not supposed to say that. I was instructed to call myself MP for the next half day. Yeah, that's right. I am MP.
That lie was way too obvious.
This can't be happening. Alright, I'm not the MP you're talking about, but please, don't arrest me.
What happened?
I'm a bamboo wanderer. I was roaming the streets this morning, starving. Then this guy just stood in front of me, stared me up and down, and started chatting me up. He gave me a bunch of ether batteries and said I could have as many as I want if I help him. He brought me to this resort and told me to stay in here pretending to be MP. Said if anyone comes by, I should just be asking if they're going out to sea. I really don't know anything else. I don't even know who MP is. But you can keep the ether batteries. Just please don't arrest me.
What did that man look like?
Oh, I know this one. He wore glasses, had a suit on, and looked kinda rich. Talked all fancy, and sometimes he just started muttering to himself.
I'm not turning you in, but I do need you to stay and be a witness.
Okay, as long as you're not arresting me. Technically, my job here is to take people out to sea, so would you like to go sail?
Now is not the time for this.
I see. Sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
What kind of cursed resort is this? It's not just that creepy things floating in midair that you can't even touch. Now there's creepy stuff working by the beach? I should never have come here. What creepy stuff by the beach? I got no idea. I mean, I didn't see anything. I was just walking along the shore a bit earlier, thinking I'd go feel the waves, and then something tripped me out of nowhere. If it weren't for all that creepy crap happening around this resort, you'd probably think I was nuts. But I swear, I tripped over something and went face first into the sand. This is some kind of haunting, isn't it? It's gotta be. Where exactly did you trip? Let me think. I guess it was maybe down a few meters out by the dock? I can't say exactly where, but if you wander around that area long enough, you're bound to bump into the ghost too.
Belle, have you found any clues?
From what we've heard just now, Willis definitely knows where MP is, but he didn't say a word, and instead hired some random bamboo off the street to pose as it. Someone tripped over an invisible object in the shallow waters.
Invisible objects? But projectors malfunctions when exposed to seawater. There's no way Willis would have set them up out here.
Alice, you're giving Willis way too much credit.
Don't tell me. An invisible object was empty, and it's been submerged in seawater this whole time? How could that be?
That object should be somewhere around here. Let's check with the camera. I'm counting on you. Hope it's not too late. Oh god, MP's dead! How can this be? MP the penguin boo reappears before your eyes, laying limp in the seawater, unconscious, as though it had been struck down.
It's empty. It's right here. It seems to be unconscious. I'll check its condition. I'm sorry.
MP's waking up. Quick, get it out of the water.
MP? Are you okay? Can you hear us? This is awful. They sprayed chameleon on it and did it so carelessly. Thankfully, the seawater hasn't caused any irreversible damage to its core yet.
Sorry. I messed up. I'm sorry.
MP, calm down. Can you tell us what happened last night?
Sorry. Impy didn't turn in the projectors, but kept them instead. Impy waited until everyone was asleep and reinstalled them. Last night, Therese said, if only summer could last forever. Impy feels the same way. In summer, everyone's here, and the music festival and the visitors. But once summer ends, everyone leaves. It'll just be Impy, Ichi, Therese, and the deaths. Happy times won't last, and we'll have to work ourselves to death again to keep the resort afloat. Just putting on a good music festival isn't enough. The resort will eventually fall back into decline. Impy doesn't want to see Therese cry anymore. Impy wants the resort to stay popular.
So when Mia mentioned last night that the ghost stories were well received on Internaut, you thought about using that to the resort's advantage?
The images in the projectors, those visitors found them too scary, so we secretly changed them to something cuter. Impy thought maybe that would attract more people. Impy didn't say anything because Therese would say no. Impy spent the whole night setting up the projectors, but in the end, Willis had remote access to them. Impy wanted to stop, but it was too late. Someone knocked Impy out from behind and kept muttering to themselves. Impy tried to capture them with my camera, but they snatched it and smashed it. I'm sorry. Impy was everyone down. I'm sorry. Therese is going to cry again.
Your face looks like you're about to bite someone, little bunny. Is that how I look right now? You're not much better, Yuzuha. Your hair's practically standing on end.
Impy, you've done great. We'll take it from here. We'll settle the score with the bad guys who tried to ruin our summer.
Belle? Got any ideas? From what Impy said, it sounds like Willis didn't leave any evidence behind this time either.
No. This time, he's going down. He crushed every bit of hope we had just to sabotage the resort. He even went so far as to leave Impy invisible in seawater to make it malfunction. We're heading back, and we'll make him pay for what he's done.
Battered and bruised, Impy is brought to the camera. The once arrogant Willis turns pale when he sees Impy, as if fearing something, but quickly he regains his usual demeanor.
I'm impressed you managed to find this troublemaking Bang-Boo. What's with all those wounds on it? Don't tell me you beat it up to appease the guests.
Impy! Those wounds! What happened?
Willis, you did this, didn't you? Impy is just a little Bang-Boo! You bastard!
Guys! When you finally get your shot at revenge, you can't just say something weak like, you bastard! Alice, show him how it's done.
Huh? Me? Alright then. My name is Alice Timefield. For the sake of Fantasy Resort's reputation, for Impy, and for everyone's hard work that you tried to trample, I will push you into an utterly asymmetrical abyss of despair! Alice, that asymmetrical part was kinda unnecessary.
What exactly are you getting at?
In short, you brought in these invisible holographic projectors, caused chaos at the resort, and even tried to kill a Bang-Boo. All of this is being exposed to the entire city of New Eridu, live on camera.
And here I thought you had something important to say. How ridiculous! In a lawful society, you can't just throw around accusations without evidence.
I've been meaning to say this for a while now. You keep dragging Three Gates Corp into every conversation. What are you, the CEO's secret illegitimate child or something? This isn't about them. We're accusing you personally. Stop hiding behind the company's name.
That doesn't change anything. I already checked with public security. Those thugs who trashed the resort were just some gang. What does that have to do with me? And this Bang-Boo's injuries? How is that my problem? Show me the evidence.
Willis, you think you've got everything covered, leaving no loose ends. But you're wrong. Destroying Impy's camera wasn't enough. Bang-Boo units have built-in visual recording systems. For someone running a cutting-edge tech company, this should have been obvious. But you've turned into nothing but a greedy snake who will do anything for your own gain. I'm not surprised you looked down on Bangbu and completely forgot what they're capable of.
Visual recording system, huh? Interesting. And? You did remind me of this feature. If I remember correctly, only the Bangbu's master and Marcel group have the authority to access those visual recordings. And if I'm not mistaken, this Penguin Boo's registered master was Teresa's deceased father, wasn't it? The fee for changing ownership isn't cheap, so you've never officially updated the registration. As for Marcel Group, once you submit a data request, it'll take at least 1.5 years to hear anything back. I'm honestly curious. How exactly do you plan to get your hands on this Bangbu's recordings?
You raise your phone to your ear. A familiar voice comes through.
Master, I detect a long-awaited opportunity for me to shine. Enter the command. Please help me, your excellent master. It seems like you're in a situation where verbal commands aren't convenient. I've gone ahead and sent the recordings to your phone. Please don't forget to shower me with extra praise later.
No.
All right, these are the visual recordings saved inside MP.
Well, you've got some skills. If what you're saying is true, that someone attacked this Bangbu, then the visual recordings must have caught it. Maybe it was one of those leftover thugs from yesterday's gang. You should hand over the recordings to public security and let them sort it out. That'll wrap things up for today.
Still trying to play dumb, Willis? The gang you hired to do your dirty work were all caught yesterday. With hush money for hired thugs being so steep, and the risk of exposure so high, there's no way you could have lined up another crew in just one day. Given the situation, don't you think it's far more likely you took matters into your own hands and attacked MP yourself? I'm going to play back the visual recordings. I heard that you love hearing yourself talk. Why don't we give all of New Eridu a chance to hear what you were mumbling at the end?
Wait, don't! I spent a fortune hiring those thugs and they were totally useless. Got themselves caught just like that. Thought this worthless resort was a lost cause. But who would have guessed, just wandering around here, I'd stumble onto such a lucky surprise. This Dung Bangbu even set up the projectors for me. This'll work. Just gotta wait till daytime when the place is packed. I'll project all those terrifying images, and the resort will be doomed for good. Smash the camera, then get rid of this Bangbu. Why is it so heavy? Whatever, I'll just leave it invisible and let it rot in the sea. This time I'll finally drive this place into bankruptcy and take it for myself. I've been waiting for too long. Midsummer Inc.'s research data must be hidden somewhere around here.
Who would have thought the man who always covered his tracks so perfectly turned out to be so careless when completely off guard? As MP's visual recording finished playing in front of all the cameras, one glance at Willis showed a man barely able to stand, his face completely pale.
Got any more excuses? There's no such thing as a voice-changing ribbon in New Eridu, you know?
Wait, everyone, please let me explain. This video doesn't prove anything.
The reporters' phones at the scene suddenly started ringing. After answering and listening for a moment, they all switched to speakerphone, making sure the voice on the other end can be clearly captured by the cameras.
Citizens of New Eridu, I apologize for taking up your valuable time. As the corporate spokesperson for Three Gates Corp, I would like to make an official statement regarding this incident. Willis, former R&D division manager at Three Gates Military Tech, has been terminated and permanently blacklisted due to his malicious interference with Fantasy Resort's operations for personal gain, causing severe damage to the company's reputation. Willis's actions were entirely his own and have no connection to our company. Regarding his unauthorized use of our newly developed technology, we will pursue legal action accordingly. For further details, please stay tuned for our upcoming press conference. Thank you for your attention.
As expected of Tops, they never miss a beat when it comes to cutting ties. Must hurt pretty bad, huh? Being feeling abandoned and backstabbed by your master?
If you'd just handed over the damn resort from the start, none of this would have happened. All I wanted was to get my hands on the research data hidden here, to use it for promotion.
Watch out. Looks like he's about to do something crazy.
The ground begins to shake. Moments later, a massive machine descends from the sky, blocking everyone's path.
Now that my career and my life are ruined, none of you are getting out of this in one piece!
What a crazy son of a bitch. Figures Willis would lash out when cornered. Monato, you go help evacuate the guests with the others. Alice and I will take care of the big guy.
He never expected to fail, but he still hit a combat mech. What a shady man. Let's put him in bars for good.
We're good to end the episode off.
I should have leveled this place from the start! Would have saved me a ton of trouble!
Has been exposed.
There's a weird...
Who dares hurt Alice?
And anyway, so why feel on the bush? Blow it up! Blow it up!
Audio glitch.
And why did you get to go on vacation? Did you even know the pain of spending summer schmoozing with the higher-ups?
For stealing your spotlight. Let's sweep the wimps away! Stay on offense!
Once this place goes boom, I'll head over and blow up 3 gates! Make myself the boss!
Exposed. Direct hit! This man, has he completely lost his mind? Must be the weather. He probably got heat stroke or something. Let's give him some...
War farmer, always doing it. With the mech disabled, Willis is left with no means of resistance, but he no longer seems to care. He sits on the ground muttering things like, I'm covered in the coating too. If I stay here, I'll turn invisible and you won't find me, over and over until the public security officers arrive and take him into custody.
'Cause every night I will save your life, and every night I will be with you.